Hello and welcome to the add-on overview video. At this moment you will have many annotations on the screen, so you can skip to particular add-ons, and let's start off with the add-on called Balance Power Tracker. Balance Power Tracker. This bad boy right here, I do not recommend this at all. It's very buggy. If you can find something else, then do. I'm currently in the process of looking for a different add-on. This add-on is good, but it has one pretty big flaw that will cost you a lot of DPS. So if I go into an Eclipse right here and a bit back, you can see the indicator changed, showing me that the next spell cast will move me this way. Problem with this add-on is sometimes this indicator just bugs out and turns the other way. Next thing is, it shows you where you're gonna end up after your next cast. Right there. What happens quite a bit is this turns around and shows you you're one cast away from solar eclipse at this point, but it does nothing. It will show you that you will enter an eclipse if you cast a Starfire, but as soon as you cast it, just jumps right back. And this happens quite often. So if you can use something else, please do. Pitbull unit frames. Now this add-on is huge. That's why I'm not gonna go into the config of this add-on, because it's insane how much you can do with it. But saying that, I'm not doing much with it actually. All I want is the health bar and the resource bar, few buffs, debuffs. This is the player unit frame, target, target's target, and focus target. Recount. Those two bad boys right here, I usually have this set to just damage done and raid DPS in general, or you can do a lot of stuff. Turn around. You can do a lot of stuff. You have all these things. It's pretty well customizable. You can do a lot of stuff with it. Sexy map. This bad boy right here, it's just a pretty mod. It's there to be pretty. I like it because I can move the map out of there and just have it square. Bartend the 4. This right here, the best add-on for your action bars you can use. KG panels. These black things around my stuff. KG panels. I actually have them for a reason. I don't like stuff flashing behind my chat, in between my buttons, or behind recount. It is a very good mod. I've been playing with it for a long time. It's fairly simple to set up. Only thing you have to do is type /KG panels config. There we go. You go to active panels. Let's just call it Hello YouTube. Create Hello YouTube. You can do whatever you want with it. The color, the opacity, the size. Very good. I like it very much, so yes, quite. Mix scrolling combat text. Now this is the add-on that shows the numbers on the sides. I'm not gonna fight because I don't want it to be loud or anything, but it's really good. It's definitely better. I don't use it all that much. I basically use it just for videos and stuff. So people can see the numbers, but on stuff like, you know, normal raiding or heroic raiding progress, you don't need numbers. But if you want to see your numbers, mix scrolling battle text, I'm sorry, not combat text, MSBT, it's pretty good in the customizability, that's a word I've heard, department. Outgoing, incoming, notifications you don't need, this you don't need. In general, if you're doing PvE content, like raiding, you don't need numbers. But it's nice to see big crits. Tell me when. Oh lord, I cannot tell you how good this add-on is, because I'm not worthy of Tell Me When. Tell Me When is the best add-on you can get. If we go into config /TMW, you can see everything I'm tracking And tell me when. These are my procs, Force of Nature, my cooldowns, my dots, and Unyielding Vision of Lei Shen, the ultimate FU trinket. It's fairly simple to set up. If you want to set up a cooldown, you just right click it. Go into spell cooldown, you type in the name of the spell, you right click that. You can select the opacity if you want to see it, if it's unusable. Then you check enabled, and show timer text only works if you have OmniCC installed. You can have the normal rotating timer, which is this, but timer text is usually better to just see how much time do you have to prepare for your cooldowns and stuff. To do buffs and debuffs, just go buff debuff. You select if it's a buff or a debuff. You select you type in the name. You select units to watch, so target, party, player, whatever. Only check mine, usually the way to go, because if you check like a Moonfire and you have 2 druids, it's gonna track yours and his at the same time, so that's not good. Only check yours. Normally enabled, show timer text. Very simple. One thing that's kind of tricky and took me quite a while to figure out is Synapse Springs from engineering. You need to go into item cooldown and either type in the name of the item, or as you can see over here, the glove slot number is 10. So you just type that in, and again the same thing as you would do with your cooldowns. Omen. What? If you're balanced, you don't need this. I use Omen. It's a threat meter, but threat is only relevant between 2 tanks. I use it when I'm tanking and I don't want to take aggro off of the other tank because I have Ludicrous Vengeance. So I can be a bit careful about what I do. So, Omen 3. Class timers. I use it for one thing only. Boom! All of this is telling me when I was testing today. This is not there. This is class timers. You can basically add whatever you want. I use it for cooldown, so I can see like when Celestial Alignment's expiring, I can refresh the dots and have them big and meaty. That's the only thing I'm using it for. Very simple to set up. Comes with the most of your spells anyway, so you don't have to add too many. Now, tidy plates. These things about the mobs, very customizable. It will show your dots and debuffs above the mob. It has 2 modes. It has a tank and a DPS mode, so you can either have them turn red when they're attacking you, or turn blue when they're attacking you. When they're attacking something else, they will turn blue or red, you know. Just very customizable, very nice, but I'm not gonna go into the config because it would take quite a while. Grid. I love this add-on. My unit frame add-on, or raid frame add-on, I should say. It is very customizable. Again, I'm gonna pretty much everything with it. I'm not gonna go into too much depth. The only thing you need to know is indicators. Here you can select where is it gonna be, center icon, buff, rejuvenation. Bam. If I have rejuvenation myself, there's gonna be an icon. I like this way more than the Blizzard one, because on fights like Horidon, where I'm dispelling, I'm either stupid or blind, and I just can't find a way for the Blizzard raid UI to show me how many stacks of the poison crap people have. And it's just like, hey, this guy has debuff, that guy has it too, but this guy's dying really fast. Do you know why? Because I'm not telling you that he has 8 stacks. That's Blizzard raid frame in a nutshell. So that's Grid. Now the rest of the mods, the itty bitty mods, just the convenience. This is Titan panel, pretty good. Shows you gold, backspace, durability, arc inventory, which is really good. I have Atlas loot, auctionator, combo point. That's for cat and bear form. Not much. Here's the arc inventory. Really good. You can divide your stuff into categories and it will automatically sort them. Oh look, a goodie bag. Ooh, intellect flask. Delicious. But that's it for the video. Thank you all for watching, and I shall see you in another one.